Listen up, because what I'm about to tell you now is crucial. There's a power in words that almost no one truly masters. A power that transforms average guys into unforgettable presences in any woman's mind. You've probably seen that guy who isn't the best looking or the richest, but always has an incredible woman obsessed with him. Do you know his secret? The right words at the right time. Like seeds planted in the fertile ground of the female mind, these words grow and blossom until they become an obsession impossible to ignore. Pay attention. Most men talk too much and say nothing. They just ramble on with empty words, hoping something will work. It's like firing blindly, hoping to hit the target. It doesn't work that way. What I'm about to reveal is the exact map of how to use words as psychological triggers that awaken a deep and uncontrollable desire. You've probably been through this. You met an interesting woman, you talked, it seemed to be going well, but then she vanished, stopped responding, lost interest, and you were left wondering what you did wrong. The truth is, you didn't do anything wrong. You just didn't do anything memorable. Your words were as forgettable as the passing wind. Even worse is when you become the friend, the nice guy she vents to about other men. You're there, available, attentive, but she only sees you as a brother. That stings, doesn't it? I know, I've been there. The friend zone is the graveyard for men who don't know how to wield the power of words. Now imagine this. You meet a woman at a coffee shop, the sweet aroma of chocolate cake in the air. You start talking, and suddenly you drop a line. Just one line. She pauses. Her eyes sparkle differently. Something has changed. From that moment on, she can't get you out of her head. Seems like magic. It's not. It's applied psychology. Studies show that 93% of female attraction comes from emotional communication. It's not what you say, it's how you make her feel with your words. And there's an exact science behind it. After more than 10 years studying the psychology of attraction and communication, I've discovered patterns that always work. Always. The problem is, you've been taught wrong. They told you to be nice, polite, predictable. That doesn't create attraction. That creates boredom. Women are bombarded with generic messages every day. Hey, how are you? You're beautiful. Want to hang out sometime? Boring, forgettable, disposable. What I'm about to share are the 5 verbal techniques that transform any conversation into an unforgettable experience. These are triggers that activate the female limbic system, the part of the brain responsible for emotions and desires. Use wisely. Technique number 1. The pattern interrupt phrase. Every woman expects certain responses. It's a social script everyone follows without realizing it. When you break that pattern, you instantly stand out. It's like a lightning bolt striking through a calm night sky. Impossible to ignore. Example: she asks what you do for a living. The common answer would be to talk about your job. Boring. Predictable. Instead, you say, I turn Mondays into Fridays. She'll be confused, curious. What do you mean? Bingo. You've captured her attention. Now you can explain what you actually do in an interesting way. Or when she comments on the weather. Everyone agrees or disagrees. You respond, the perfect weather is whatever matches the person by your side. Boom. You've transformed a mundane conversation into something with romantic potential. See the difference? The pattern interrupt creates a mental vacuum she needs to fill. And to fill it, she needs to think about you. Makes sense. Technique number 2. The addictive compliment. Forget the obvious compliments about appearance. Every beautiful woman has heard 1,000 times that she's pretty. It doesn't make an impact. The addictive compliment hits something deeper. It validates who she is on the inside, not just the outside. Observe how she expresses herself, the way she gestures, how she laughs, how she thinks. Then you say, you have a unique way of seeing the world. It's rare to find someone who sees beauty where others only see the ordinary. That hits her soul directly. Why? Because you notice something no one else noticed, or when she tells a story. The way you tell stories, it's impossible not to be captivated. You should teach a class on how to hold attention. See? You're not complimenting something superficial, you're validating her essence. And that's addictive because it's rare, ultra rare. The secret is to be specific and genuine. No canned phrases. Observe, absorb, then return it in the form of deep validation. She'll want more of that feeling. She'll want more of you. Can you feel the difference? Technique number 3, the connecting question. Superficial questions generate superficial answers. What do you like to do? What's your favorite movie? Boring. Everyone asks that. The connecting question goes deeper. It touches on emotions, dreams, fears. Try this. If you could live one day with 0 consequences, what would you do? Or, when was a moment you felt most alive? These questions open emotional doors. She'll share something intimate, and when someone shares intimacy, it creates connection. But here's the trick. After she answers, don't judge, don't advise, just absorb and share something of your own too. I totally get that. For me too. This exchange creates an invisible bond. It's as if you two share a secret no one else knows. The right question at the right time can transform a casual conversation into a deep connection in minutes. It's pure brain chemistry. Oxytocin and dopamine dancing together. Are you following? Technique number 4. The seed of anticipation. The human brain is addicted to possibilities, to imagined futures. When you plant seeds of future experiences, her mind starts creating scenarios, and in those scenarios, you are present. It works like this. During the conversation, you casually mention, you have to check out that hidden Italian restaurant downtown. The pasta is made fresh, and the tiramisu, it's a religious experience. You're not inviting her, just planting the idea. Her mind is already imagining the two of you at that restaurant. Or when she mentions she likes adventures, there's a secret trail that leads to a waterfall. Few people know about it. The sound of the water falling as the sun sets. It's one of those things that just imprints on your soul. Again, you haven't invited her, but the seed is planted. The power of this technique is that she subconsciously starts including you in her future plans. The brain doesn't differentiate very well between vivid imagination and real memory. If she's imagined you together multiple times, it's as if you've already shared moments. Get the power of that. Technique number 5. The strategic silence. Most men are afraid of silence. They think they need to fill every second with words. Fatal mistake. Silence, when used correctly, is more powerful than 1,000 words. When she asks a provocative question, don't answer immediately. Look into her eyes. Give a slight smile. Let the silence create tension. 2-3 seconds, then respond. That delay creates anticipation. It shows you're not reactive, that you think before you speak, or when you make an impactful statement. There's something about you that deeply intrigues me. Pause. Let the words reverberate. Don't explain immediately. Her brain will work to understand. It will create its own interpretations, and all of them will favor you. Silence also demonstrates confidence. Insecure men talk too much. Confident men know the power of the unsaid. It's like a dance, words and silences alternating in perfect rhythm. Can you visualize that happening? Now comes the framework that ties everything together. The ICI cycle. Intrigue, connection, impact. First, you spark curiosity with pattern interrupts and strategic silences. Intrigue. Then you deepen with connecting questions and addictive compliments. Connection. Finally, you plant seeds of anticipation that leave a lasting impact. Impact, it's a cycle because you repeat it. It's not linear. You navigate between the 3 elements, creating a complete emotional experience. Like an emotional roller coaster she won't want to end. Remember, this isn't manipulation. Manipulation is deceiving someone to get something. This is elevated communication. It's expressing your best self in a way that deeply resonates with her. It's creating a genuine and memorable experience for both of you. I know what you might be thinking. Isn't this a trick? Isn't this pretending to be someone I'm not? On the contrary, it's learning to express who you really are in a magnetic way. Every man has value. The question is knowing how to communicate that value. Think of great speakers. Martin Luther King, Churchill, they didn't lie. They just knew the power of the right words. They knew how to touch hearts and minds. You are learning the same art, applied to the context of attraction. The truth is, words are tools. You can use a hammer to build or destroy. It depends on the intention. Use these techniques to create real connections, genuine experiences, meaningful relationships. Now I'm going to tell you something few people apply: consistency. It's no good to use these techniques once and then revert to your old ways. It needs to become part of who you are. Practice until it feels natural. Like learning a new language, start slow. Choose one technique. Practice for a week. Observe the reactions. Adjust. Then add another. In a few months, you'll notice a radical shift in how women respond to you. Not just women, people in general. Because deep down, everyone wants the same thing. They want to feel special, unique, understood. When you master the art of emotional communication, you offer that, and in return you receive attention, admiration, desire. But here's a warning. With great power comes great responsibility. These techniques will work, sometimes even too well. You might have multiple women interested at the same time. Be ethical. Be honest about your intentions. Don't play with feelings. The goal isn't to collect empty conquests. It's to find connections that are worthwhile. Quality over quantity. One woman obsessed with you is worth more than 10 who barely remember your name. Now let me tell you about a common mistake. Trying to use all the techniques at once. It doesn't work. It comes off as forced, artificial. It's like trying to play a symphony without knowing how to read sheet music. Start with the basics. Master one element at a time. Another mistake is not calibrating. Every woman is unique. What works with one might not work with another. Observe the reactions, adjust the intensity. Some respond better to pattern interrupts, others to strategic silence. Be a scientist of attraction, and never, ever use these techniques to compensate for a lack of real value. Take care of yourself, have an interesting life, develop skills, cultivate hobbies. Words are the packaging, but the content needs to have substance. Imagine words as spices. They enhance the flavor of food, but they don't replace quality ingredients. You need to be the main course worth savoring. Some men think it's enough to memorize phrases. It doesn't work that way. It's about internalizing principles, understanding the psychology behind it. When you understand the why, you can create your own impactful phrases on the spot. Female attraction is like a complex musical instrument. It has many strings: emotion, mystery, confidence, humor, depth. You need to learn to play them all. Create a melody that resonates with her unique frequency. Some women will resist at first. That's normal. They're used to predictable men. When they encounter something different, their first instinct is to be suspicious. Persist with elegance, don't force it. Let curiosity overcome resistance. And remember, timing is everything. A perfect phrase at the wrong moment loses its impact. Learn to read the room, her energy, the context of the conversation. It's like dancing. You lead, but you need to feel her rhythm. Now think with me. How many opportunities have you already missed because you didn't know what to say? How many incredible women have passed through your life and you let them slip away? It doesn't have to be like this. The power is in your hands, or rather on your tongue. These techniques are like a treasure map. I've shown you where the X marks the spot, but you need to make the journey, dig, discover. Every interaction is an opportunity to practice, to evolve, to become the man who leaves deep marks. Female obsession isn't about control. It's about impact, about being so memorable that she can't stop thinking about you, about creating an experience so unique that all other interactions seem bland in comparison. You have two choices now. Keep doing the same old thing and getting the same old results, or apply these techniques and watch your love life transform. The choice is yours. But let me tell you, those who apply this are light years ahead of the competition, because the raw, unvarnished truth is this: most men have no idea about the power of words. They stay in autopilot mode, talking just to talk, without intention, without impact. You now know the secret. Use wisely. One last thing. Don't tell everyone about these techniques. Seriously. The fewer men who know, the more effective they'll be for you. It's like a secret restaurant. Once everyone finds out, it loses its magic. If you've made it this far, it's because you take this seriously. You truly want to transform your communication, your attraction, your love life. So do it now, before you forget. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, apply what you've learned today. Remember the metaphor from the beginning. Your words are seeds. You've just received the best seeds on the market. Now it's time to plant them, to water them with practice, to reap the fruits of female obsession. The garden of your love life will never be the same.